Hi, hi, hi. Let's see where I want to start. I think I'm just gonna get it over with. Panties. I I don't want to say. Okay, I find it acceptable to smoke cigarettes and smoke marijuana whilst being pregnant. And I know that's a huge one. I don't normally have to worry about the why because, it doesn't really matter to me why. I just want to know what's acceptable behavior. But I know that it has something to do with the cigarettes are just like in the movies, like they help extinguish the double skin. And then obviously marijuana has several medicinal purposes. It comes from the earth. It has a lot of healing properties to it, and it also can help with anxiety, which Bitchface is a huge fan of. So obviously as a pregnant lady, you want to try to minimize the anxiety that you're passing through to your child while you're pregnant. And then obviously we also want to minimize the double skin. Like the least amount of double skin while being born is optimum. Which I guess also, I have notes everywhere. This is really becoming a hot mess. Panties. So, milk and hormones. I'm a huge fan of milk. I like to drink it. I think it's fine. But I must say that my instinct tells me that the animals currently all have their double skin on. So, and we'll just say they have their double skin on. And it has a lot. We've already learned about it. We've seen documentaries on it. Like people have already discovered all of this. Like the hormones, the shittiness. Like it's not good. We're mass producing. I think that's where we really fall into a lot of pitfalls is by mass production. So, we try to make an animal something that it's not naturally because we want to be able to feed more people with it, and we want to be have a tomato that's the size of my head because that way everyone can eat on this one tomato. But I really don't think that's how it's supposed to work. If it doesn't come out of the ground like that, then there's some issues, and it's just excessive. I've said that the whole time that we don't need to be so excessive. It's just unnecessary. There's no need for a million different kinds of bread. So obviously there would be complications that would come with that, and there would be things that you have to bend the rules and change the natural order of things in order to make that happen. So clearly, that's not good. We want everything to be the way that it should be. But I don't think it's hurting anything. I just think it might be a waste of time. And so on the milk thing, I really do honestly believe that almond milk is better for you. And so that's just that. And I'm sorry, and it is what it is, and I apologize. I think that we could probably do without all the hormones and chemicals in milk. I think that we probably could cut it out altogether, to be honest, until further notice. And then whenever there's no more bitch face, then I'm sure, it'll be like starting fresh slate. We'll have new knowledge and we'll be able to figure out what it is we do need to do, and that's really what's important. So I really struggle sometimes when I don't have, whenever I'm disciplining my children, I try not to focus on what it is they're not supposed to be doing, and I try to focus on what it is they're supposed to be doing, because obviously if you just say no, then that leaves a whole open area of what would be a yes. And I just feel like people work better if you tell them what they should do, and then then you can get there however you need to. So that's why I've struggled to even say anything at all, but everybody keeps dropping hints about milk. I think it's probably fine. If you love it, then drink it. Again, it's just one of those things where you naturally won't want it if it's not natural. It's fine. Drink it. It's fine. I think I'm about to run out of time, but I have so many other notes. So for sure, I'm going to be back. I want to touch on how to identify him in music, I want to touch on the vinegar that is brought to Jesus on the cross, because like that one's been stressing me out. Like if I was dying on a cross, why would someone bring me vinegar on a sponge? Like I find that a little weird, and I feel like it should be water or vodka, like anything but vinegar. Like why are we drinking vinegar? So I kind of had some insight on that. I wanted to touch on diet pills and eating disorders. I know that everybody's still looking for more information on this person-to-person thing, the person that's meant for you, or what all of that. So I'm going to get in on that later. And then I have this pointless note here that says more on hunger. That's one of those notes that you go like, not helpful. So I don't really know what I was going to say about hunger, but hopefully it'll come back to me later. I'm really struggling with this whole like picking which unimportant item is more important to other people in a whole sea of unimportant items. So smoking cigarettes and weed while pregnant, acceptable behavior. I feel like that's good news. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what everyone's response is. Hopefully I'll be getting more questions. I'm so glad we addressed the milk thing. I'm tired of thinking about it, panties. And I'm also working on some music stuff that I really can't wait to get back to you on. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly how I can tell the difference between an artist that has their devil's skin on and one that doesn't. And I cannot seem to pinpoint it, and I'm really trying to figure it out. So I've been working on that. And one of my coworkers cleaned my lens. So you can tell, so it's fantastic. Panties, you can see my eye color now. Woohoo! All right. The answer is yes. Bye.